Ever felt like a game just drags on forever, even when the winner has already been decided? Let's dig into why some games are exciting right up until the end, while others turn into a boring slog. The heart of the problem is how games handle catch-up mechanics, the tools and rules that give underdogs a chance to catch up. But here's where it gets controversial. Help struggling players too much, and you risk making winning feel pointless. Help them too little, and losing becomes a hopeless grind. Take Final Fantasy XIV, for example. A recent update changed how Phoenix Downs work. For years, these iconic items lingered as almost a joke, rarely worth using since you could only carry one at a time and most fights didn't let you use them when it really mattered. But now, you can buy them from vendors, carry them in stacks, and actually use them during intense battles. Suddenly, Phoenix Downs are crucial, not just collectibles. This tweak might seem minor, but it dramatically shifts how battles play out, especially by empowering players to recover from near defeat. And this is the part most people miss. In MMOs, the ability to get back up mid-fight is a key piece of the much bigger, messier puzzle of catch-up mechanics. Let's get bold for a moment. Does Monopoly actually suck as a game? Many would say yes, and not just because losing can be painful.
The original Monopoly, and its inspiration, the Landlord's game, was deliberately designed so one player could secure victory early. The rest of the game? Just a drawn-out, demoralizing march around the board as everyone else goes broke. If you've ever been eliminated in the first hour but forced to hang around, you know how excruciating that is. There's nothing fun about hopelessly going through the motions, waiting for the inevitable to play out. Catch-up systems exist to fix this problem.
Their whole purpose is to ensure that even when you're behind, you have a fighting chance to turn things around. This principle appears everywhere, in PvE and PvP, whether you're clinging to hope in a brutal boss fight, or desperately fighting for a comeback in PvP right up until the timer hits 0. But here's the flip side, and this is where debate really heats up. When does giving people chances become unfair to those who are winning? Mario Kart fans know this all too well. Sometimes being in first place is a liability. An item like the infamous blue shell can hit you and transform your dominating lead into a last-minute loss. Instead of rewarding skill, the game deliberately gives lagging players game-changing power-ups. Is that thrilling, or does it feel like the game is punishing you for playing well? The challenge, then, is crafting catch-up systems that keep games engaging without cheapening victory or dragging out defeat. MMOs know this struggle intimately. Imagine starting a grueling boss fight in an MMO, only to make a critical error 30 seconds in. With no meaningful catch-up tools, you spend the next 10 minutes spectating as your party flounders completely powerless. That's the very problem catch-up mechanics are meant to address. But go too far the other way, allowing endless revives, for example, and you risk fights that refuse to end, trapping players in a loop with no real progress. For a controversial case, look to Final Fantasy XI's legendary 18-hour-long Pandemonium Warden battle. Players discovered strategies that allowed them. There comes a point where the only sensible choice is to admit defeat and start over. But where exactly is that point? There's no clear answer, and every game must find its own delicate balance. World of Warcraft tackled a similar dilemma with its Alterac Valley battleground. Defending players could endlessly respawn and stall, drawing out hopeless matches for hours. The fix? A reinforcement system that put a cap on how long the losing side could hang on. Once reinforcements run out, the match ends, ensuring that games conclude even if no real comeback is in sight. Some thought this took away hope. Others saw it as mercy against never-ending pointless defense. What do you think? All this circles back to why Final Fantasy XIV's Phoenix Down rewrite is such a big deal. It doesn't let groups cheat death indefinitely. There are cooldowns and restrictions. But now, in those tense moments when defeat feels inevitable, your party has a realistic lifeline and a genuine shot at turning the tables. That small window for miracles brings real, suspenseful energy to encounters. To wrap up, Catch-up mechanics are a balancing act.
They keep games fun and competitive, but can easily tip into frustration if not tuned just right. What's your take? Should games do more to help underdogs, or should victory always go to the most skilled? Where's the sweet spot between giving people hope and turning every outcome into random chaos? Let's spark the conversation. Do you love the drama of last-second comebacks, or hate when hard-earned leads vanish in the blink of an eye? Share your thoughts below and let's debate.